everyone, it's me Sydney and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a January pickups video. This is where I am going to show you a lot of the things I picked up for the month of January. Now just to preface this, the months of January, June, July, and December are unusual buying months for me. In January and December, that's because of Christmas and all the sales going on then. June and July, there are also a lot of sales for the mid-year, but also because it's my birthday, I do tend to go a little bit crazier when I do purchases. First, we're going to start with the anime I picked up in the month of January. I only picked up one, and I picked this up actually as a part of Right Stuff's holiday sale back in December, but it just got here this month. And that would be Fruits Basket Season 1. I'm so happy to have this. I watched the OG anime of Fruits Basket back when I was, in middle school, and I absolutely liked it. It didn't really closely follow the manga at all, especially after like the first two books. So I was like, I don't know if I want to keep with this, but I finished it. But I am just so happy that it got a reboot. I hope they give this they give other anime and manga the same treatment they gave this. Especially ones like Ouran High School Host Club, Vampire Knight, Maid-sama. Those all need the Fruits Basket treatment. So next we're going to go over the movies I picked up during the month of January. This includes all movies, shows, Blu-rays, DVDs, anything of the like. So the first things I picked up were at my local used bookstore. They're called Mojo. They sell books, records, movies, all sorts of media, and I love going there. So the first thing I picked up was The White Queen. This is a show that was on Stars. It follows Philippa Gregory's Tudor Plantagenet series, and so this one is before the Tudor family takes the throne. It follows Elizabeth Woodville, Margaret Beaufort, and Anne Neville. I haven't actually seen this yet, but I'm really excited to watch it because I went through a phase where I was obsessed with all things Tudor history. I watched all the shows surrounding it. I got several books on it. I listened to Philippa Gregory's audiobooks, and I loved it so much. And I'm really excited to see how this compares to the books. The next thing I got was the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons Blu-ray and DVD, I think. I love this series so much. I watched it one time, the Da Vinci Code one time, just to kill time because there was nothing else on. I've seen it like 50 times over the last year and a half. I love it so much. I have not seen the third film, but I definitely did love these two, and I cannot wait to see the third film. I have to find it somewhere. So if you know where I can find it and watch it, let me know in the comments. The next things I picked up off of eBay. Now this was a bit of a story. I picked up Lost Girls Season 1, Lost Girl Season 2, Lost Girl Season 3, and Lost Girl Season 4. Now if you ever tried to get Lost Girl on DVD, you know that it's harder to get seasons 3 and 4. So that's why when I found the first 4 seasons together on eBay, I was like, yeah, I have to get this. I love Lost Girl. I've only seen the first 4 seasons actually. So once I go through and rewatch these, I'm going to be picking up season 5 and 6 so I can finish that out. But with getting this, I had to go through a lot of stuff because the first package I bought of it got lost, and I was so upset because I'm like, I don't even care about the money, I just want the show. But luckily I was able to find it again so that I was able to get my refund and I could get the DVDs again, so I'm just so happy that everything worked out. Cannot wait to watch Lost Girl. If you watch Lost Girl, let me know down below who your favorite character is. Mine is actually a toss-up between Kinsey, Tamsin, and Hale. Like, I love Bo. Absolutely love Bo. But just Kinsey. Kinsey is the best. Alright, so next we're gonna go look at the manga that I got during the month of January. Now, there is a lot. All of this was purchased prior to January. One of them, and that's the first thing I'm going to show you, that was a part of a pre-order that I did, but I ordered some other stuff with it that was out of stock. So the pre-order finally shipped, and the other stuff was part of the Right Stuff's holiday sale, and it was finally back in stock to be able to ship to me. So the first thing I got was LDK volumes 17 and 18. Now, I really love this series. I've been collecting it for like the last year. I started reading it back in, I think it was high school. I know I'm a bad person. I read it online in scan form, but I mean, I wouldn't have known it existed if I wouldn't have known that it existed if I hadn't read it that way. So, and I am buying the physical copies, so I'm gonna say I'm not that bad a person, and I am so happy that they're releasing them very slowly, which I'm not happy about, but I am happy that it is getting closer to the end of it so that I can reread it all in one go. And the cool thing about this volume, 17-18, is look how they did this. It's one omnibus, but they put a line down the middle to make it look like it was 2 volumes. That's so cute. Alright, so the next thing I picked up, or the next thing that came in, were these volumes. So first was Cheeky Brat, which is another manga that I did read through scans, and I am beyond ecstatic that it is getting a physical release here in America. I loved this one. The day of the new chapter came out, I would read it, and I was waiting. I never thought we would get this here in America, but we have got it. It's about this girl. She became the manager of her school's basketball team because her crush, her senpai, who happened to be her crush, was a part of the team. But once he gets a girlfriend, she is devastated. But luckily for her, she has this underclassman right here who has decided he is going to insert himself into her life, and it's just cuteness and hilariousness and just love all the feels. Next was I Belong to the Baddest Girl at School, volumes 1 and 2. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually remember putting this in my cart. I did because I saw it on a recommendation video or on TikTok or on YouTube, and I was like, let me just put it in my cart so I can remember to take a look at what it is. And I accidentally purchased it. That happens actually a lot more than I would like it to. And so going off of the synopsis of this girl asks this guy out, but at least she thinks that's what she's doing, but he doesn't take it that way. He thinks that she's forcing him to be her lackey or something. So hilarity is supposed to ensue from there because what she thinks is them being in a relationship is actually not them in a relationship. And I'm just like, oh. And so I hope it's really funny because what you'll see going forward for me is that I love series that have a lot of comedy in them. Like some of my favorite anime are all comedy, almost all my favorite anime are comedy series outside of like my number 1 Sailor Moon and my number 2 My Hero Academia. So next we have I'm the Villainess, So I'm Taming the Final Boss. This is an isekai, and it's this girl, she wakes up as a villainess, like most of the isekai I read. But I actually have not read volume 1. This is volume 2. And so I'm waiting until it gets to at least volume 3 or 4 to give it a go. I know that's probably not the most cost-effective way of doing it, but I read things like this really fast. So I want to be able to form a well-rounded opinion about it before I go further decide to go further with it. Next, I picked up I've Become an Omega Today. This is a BL series about this guy. It looks like he has a crush on his friend, and his friend is an alpha, he thought he was a beta, but it turns out he's actually an omega. I got this series because one, I like BLs, and two, I love Omegaverse series. Like, I am obsessed with Catherine Moon's Sweetverse series. Like, if you've never read that, check out Baby and the Night Howlers or Lola and the Millionaires. They're so good. And so I thought it was really cool because I've never seen a manga that is in Omegaverse. So, and this is, I'm pretty sure, just a one-shot. So I think it should be a quick read, and I will definitely read it and give you guys my opinions about it. I'm actually very excited to read it. So now, next is a series. I bought the whole series through the holiday sale on Right Stuff, but a few of the volumes are not here yet.
I am waiting for volumes 5 through 9 to ship, but I'm anxiously awaiting getting them here so I can have the whole series.
And this is also a series that I read as scans before it came out in physical form. I read it back in high school as well. She is a bigger girl who she looks like this, and one day after watching her favorite character die on an anime, she gets sick. She doesn't get out of bed for several days, and then when she comes back to school, she looks like this. And so all the popular boys at school are now crushing on her, wanting to be with her, and she's like, I don't want you to be with me. I want you guys to be with each other. What is wrong with you guys? Come on now. And so it's about her interacting with these guys at school, about her, like, how she still expresses her love of Fujoshi, and she's trying to and actually it's funny because two of the guy characters who are in love with her look like two of the characters that she simps over in her show. So I'm really excited to finish this. I did not finish it while I was reading it online, so I'm excited to see how this ends and which guy she picks. The last of the manga that I picked up was Waiting for Spring. This is a series I have not read yet. I just bought the whole thing on a part of the Right Stuff anime sale. I bought the entire series. All the volumes showed up except for volume 1. I'm still waiting for that to come back in stock so it can ship to me. I'm really excited to read it. I know that it's a basketball romance, and like I'm pretty sure that all the guys are interested in this one girl. So I'm excited to see which one I'm rooting for and then which one actually ends up with her. The guys I'm rooting for never end up with the girl though, so in these kind of stories, so we'll see. Maybe this will be the first time. Sorry, I got hot, had to take off my jacket. Alright, last but not least is the books I picked up for the month of January. So first off, we have Ariana by Jennifer Saint. This follows the sister of the Minotaur, and it's a Greek mythology retelling. So I'm actually pretty excited to read this. I picked up the audiobook because it was like on sale for $5 on Audible the other day. And this is the Waterstones exclusive edition, so it has beautiful end papers. Look at that. Oh my god. Next, what I picked up was also from Waterstones, Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I want to get another version of this as well. I want to get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This is the Waterstones edition, and I really like this cover. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. Not 100% sure what this is about, I'm gonna be honest, but I heard it's doing really well on Book Talk as well as on YouTube. So I'm pretty excited to read this. The next thing I picked up was the Brown Sisters trilogy by Talia Hibbert. I picked up Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I have read this and I love it. It's so cute and so funny. Next was Take a Hint, Danny Brown. And then After Age, Eve Brown. Now, from what I know about this, they're all plus-size black women, which we love, and they all have some sort of disability. Like Chloe is chronically ill. Danny has anxiety, I believe it is, and then Eve has ADHD, ADD, and something else, I believe. But they're all super funny, and I heard that the books just get better the more you read them, the further you get in the series. So I am super pumped up for that. Next, what I picked up was a part of Barnes & Noble's 50% off hardcover sale. I got My Contrary Mary by the Lady Janies, Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. This one follows Mary Queen of Scots. And if you read My Lady Jane, this one is in the same universe as that. So I won't spoil it for you, but she is an Ethian. And if you read that book, you'll know what the other book, you'll know what that means. And I'm excited to see more of her story because we didn't get to see enough of her, in my opinion, in My Lady Jane. Next, I got The Modern Guide to Witchcraft. I have quite a few books on Wicca and witchcraft because I am learning about it, maybe thinking about getting into the practice. And I heard that, like, anybody I talk to, they say that this is a really good book, especially for beginners. So I wanted to take a look inside of it. They say a lot of Sky Alexander's books are very good. Like, I have her book on tarot, and now I have this one. And the other book I picked up, which was not a part of the sale, but I had to get it because, like a lot of people, I was obsessed with this series this last year, and that is Planet Barbarians, the special edition. This one, I hope they get all of them, get these covers, because they are so beautiful. Right now, only the first 2 books are scheduled to get this cover. I am currently on book 8 right now. Every book follows a different girl and a different alien, where the girls, they were kidnapped in their sleep pretty much by aliens, and the ship that the aliens put them on crashed, and they were found by other aliens, and these aliens, they sort of resonate with it's like their soulmate. And so it's about these girls finding their soulmates, but also learning to survive on this harsh, freezing cold planet, where it's like a very barbarian-esque, where they don't have modern conveniences like running water or toilets or grocery stores to pick up food. They have to do all of that themselves. So, and every book just keeps getting better and better. Don't let the original covers scare you away from the series. It is very good. I was a little bit nervous before going in, but it is, like, this series is very good, and it's pretty spicy. It's a pretty spicy series. And the last thing I picked up was just a random treat. I walked into Barnes & Noble. I didn't really think I was going to pick anything up, but I found Igniting Darkness in paperback. This is Igniting Darkness by Robin Lefevre's. This series, this is the final book within the His Fair Assassins universe. It follows these women who are handmaids of death, and so they're pretty much assassin nuns. They are trained in covert ops. They have these missions in, let me see if they have a date in here, 1400s France, back when France, there was another country next to them called Brittany. They were from the Kingdom of Brittany, but France they were at war, France and Brittany, and they kind of became one country where France took over Brittany, essentially. And these women were working to help Brittany remain a country. But this one follows 2 of Death's handmaids, Sabella and Genevieve. And this series has a main trilogy and then the duology that comes afterwards. This is the second and final book in the duology, and I am so excited to read it. I didn't know when the paperback of this was going to come out, So when I found it, it was a complete surprise, and I purchased it instantly because I had to. I was waiting to read it physically. So I am so excited to be able to read this. Oh my god, if you have read this series, not many people have, let me know because I would love to discuss it with you. That is everything I picked up in the month of January. If you've read any of this or watched any of this, let me know what you thought, what your thoughts are on it. And if you picked up anything in the month of January, let me know. I would love to discuss it with you. If you have any recommendations as far as books, manga, movies, put it in the comments. Let's be a community where we share all the exciting things. I will see you all again next time in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.